What's up? Are we recording? Yes, we are. Hey, what's up? It's Keith Kelfus. In this video, I want to share something really cool with you that I've been learning about business and controlling your emotions to become like a ninja. Okay, and I'm not saying I'm great at this, but I'm learning, and I'm so excited that I want to share it with you. So I'm just getting lunch right now, and was doing some paperwork. So what I mean is just on my phone, scheduling, calling clients, customers, sending invoices, emails, estimates, all that type of stuff. So here's what I mean. In your first couple years in business, you can get so emotionally ramped up and frustrated and overworked over every little thing. Feels like it's everything. So if there's a stressful moment or you have an unexpected bill or something breaks down, it feels like that's all that exists in that moment. And it could be overwhelming because it's unexpected. But once you've been doing it for a long time, sorry, yawning is a psychological release. But once you've been doing it for a long time, you begin to see that, oh, that's just normal doing business, you know. Unexpected bills, things breaking down, phone ringing, jobs popping up, things breaking. It's just, you learn how to go with the flow with all this stuff. But more deeply into it, the ability to, now obviously you're not supposed to mix business and family, but what if you have to, like, you know, be on a business call that you have to take, or next thing you know, you're talking to a friend or a family member on the phone or somebody in person. So if you can hash out and negotiate a deal on the phone with the customer and lock it down and schedule it and get that off your plate, and then the next minute send an invoice or email, do a quote, and then the next minute you're with your family, or the next minute you're on the phone with a family member who's telling something to you very dramatic or very stressful. Once you get off the phone with that person, you can go, like, take a breath, just, you know, get that energy off, recenter, and now you're on to the next thing. It's the ability to change hats very quickly and very diplomatically and be all these different people without having any leftover emotional or psychological tension or residue inside of you. Now, obviously, you only have so much willpower in a day. Your willpower can burn down very fast. It can be extremely overwhelming to run a family and a business and pay bills and health insurance and taxes and all this crap going on at once. I mean, it feels just impossible. But I'm learning that if you could keep yourself in a detached state, which is like, not in a destructive way, but in a healthy way, that you were, you could say spiritual, or just attached to, more so that it's a beautiful day and the wind is blowing and the trees and the sun is out, and you know, even if I lose everything and everything falls apart and I piss off this customer, you know, you are still resourceful. You are still a person who is a hardworking, high morals, good, loving, caring, want to do the best, hardworking person. And other people might drop the ball or you might drop the ball, but as long as you show others that you really do give a shit, that you really do care, that you really are trying to care. See, I used to be like an emotional drama queen, and my wife would say, "You're a drama queen." I'm like, "What are you doing?" And I was, dude. I was a wuss. And there's still some of that stuff in my psychology that I'm working on ironing out, you know. And it's really just the overreacting, deep stuck psychological patterns and loose energy floating around in the consciousness that makes you come across as a flake to people, or untrustable, right? Or going along to get along. Oh, that's the best one. If you go along to get along, you tell your woman something, or you buckle to something, or commit to something that you don't even know if you can commit to, right? Something so simple. Or you don't take things very seriously when it comes to time, like say in your family life, or like say a certain night of the week is date night, and that's date night. Like, you don't care if your business burns down, you got to solve everything by 6 p.m. and spend that evening with your woman, and you're excited about that, right? If you tell a customer you're going to be somewhere, you be there, and if you're going to be late, you better call them, and if you're late again, you better call them again. And even though you're burning that bridge, you better stay in communication. If you tell a customer you're going to do something, don't tell them you can do something if you can't do it. Just to be nice to them on the phone because you're afraid they might get mad at you, you're only hurting yourself and your own evolution. Why would you be mean to yourself? Why would you be mean to yourself? You could say, well, you know, because, I mean, here's another thing. If you feel that sometimes you have to be mean to other people in order to set get your point across and stick your line in the sand. Are we still recording? To draw your line in the sand. And truth cuts like a sword. Truth cuts like a knife, and it hurts. But it hurts a lot, you know, if it, you know what I mean? You have to cut to truth in order to have a better outcome on the back end. The long term is what's most important here. Now, if you feel like something is wrong or something feels unfair about our system, it's because it is unfair. We do live in a beautiful country where, I mean, we have a lot of amazing freedom, right? We have a natural, intrinsic, you could call it God-given freedom, you know, of law, of spiritual law. If you want to talk about legal, like the legal system and all this, these just extraneous, I think that's the word, amounts of fees that are just triple dipped in our insurance, and the amount of taxes and crap that you have to, red tape you have to go through just to run your business. I mean, you can really feel like you're being robbed to death. That when you're the guy physically on the ladder, oh yeah, the OSHA laws with the ladder thing is this month in May coming up, state certified training. I got to look into that to myself as well, and we don't go on ladders. We use the water-fed pole with window cleaning, but I still want to look into that, so just check that out. I'll put a link in the description below for Joshua Latimer interviewed a guy about that. That's not about this at all. I'm not sneaking that in there. It just popped in my head in that moment. But so that's what I mean. Like, all this damn red tape, you're like, dude, how can I even breathe or operate my business? And I'm the guy physically shoveling the topsoil or trimming the tree or, you know, installing the plants, and I have to give over 50% of my money to the, like, you can get angry thinking about that stuff. But I also say, you know what? If you are cut to truth and you say, you know what, this is what I can control, this is what I can't control. If you focus on what you can control instead of being obsessed and pissed off over the things you can't control, I think you have a far better chance of success. You have a far better chance of long-term success, because it's very easy to get upset over the things you can't control, or other people, the way they feel. Other people are going to screw you over. They're not going to show up on time. They're going to stab you in the back, you know. But if you, like I said, if you're on time and you're a good person, you do all those things, you're going to decrease the amount that's going to happen to you, right? Water seeks its own level. So treat others as you want to be treated, and be more forthcoming and upright in your consciousness, and more aware, and pay more attention, and just be more present when it comes to people versus things. Because all the materialistic shit in the world doesn't matter if you aren't forthcoming with people, right? And very direct with people. One of the big things that I've been learning in my life is that I'm a 34-year-old man now. I very much, even though I love to joke around, I very much feel like a man in my consciousness. And I used to feel like a boy when I was in my 20s. I was like, why do I feel like a kid when I'm in my late 20s? I hate this. I still feel like a kid. And now something has transitioned. Just walking around during the day, I feel like a man. And the boy inside, or the part of myself I don't like, is much, much more diminished as this transition happens. And you wonder why they would, you know, take boys when they're 14 years old and like tribes and stuff hundreds or thousands of years ago in the woods and literally beat them half to death, is to beat that out of them and turn them into a man, which would be first stage masculine conscious abuse. There's gross, subtle, causal consciousness. There's so much stuff. I'm like pulling from all these different books. Like, I'm listening to You Are the Universe right now by Deepak Chopra. I'm actually going to see Les Brown speak tonight at Renaissance Church. It's going to be amazing. My phone is ringing right now. Oh, scam. Likely a scam. 50 to 60 calls a day. Everybody goes to voicemail. There you go. And if you call my phone, I love you, but if you call my phone, you're going to go to voicemail, where you're going to get a message that says, if you're calling because of YouTube, please do not leave a message. If you want a personal consultation, go to www.keithkalfasbooks.com. You can order a consultation there, and you have to go through that process if you want to talk to me personally. And because, you know, like, I wish I could talk to everybody, but I have to create healthy boundaries as well, right? It's a lot of skills we all have to learn, or whatever we're going into in life. Otherwise, I'd be sitting on the phone all day with people from YouTube and literally, you know, sacrificing my own business, my own time and health and my family to give brand new guys free advice every day. That's why I created like the books and the programs. Oh yeah, check this out. This is so funny how it happens. My new window cleaning blueprint video course is actually completely finished now. It's been finished for a minute. And the only reason I haven't released it is because now, I was supposed to release this thing like a month and a half ago, but now I'm creating all the upfront marketing and promotional content and sales videos and sequences that go into that. So that thing, when I launch that and I make the announcement that this course, which can absolutely change the life of the right person who's watching, when this course comes out, this thing is going to be epic, and it's going to run like a greased chute on autopilot that will give people so much upfront value and information, and teach them everything that they're going to get inside of the course that will actually, here you go, I'm starting to promote it right now because this is the right time. It just, now it's coming out on its own accord. It's coming out on its own accord. Man, I have so much gratitude right now. This is amazing. I'm not even going to say anything else. I'm just going to end this video. And thank you very much for watching my vlogs and videos. I appreciate you. I'd like to meet you in person. I'll be speaking at the 2017 Ignite conference in Louisville, Kentucky. I'm pretty sure it's in June. I'll put a link in the description below. This is being hosted and put on by Coach Carroll from Carroll Media. Very honored to open up at his conference. And there's some other stuff that I can't talk about, dog, because it's a secret, dog. And my eyes hurt. Oh, there's some glasses. I hope you're doing very well. Please hit the thumbs up, subscribe, let me know in the comments below, and share this video if you've gotten any value from it and you think somebody else would get some value. Alright, my friend, until the next video, I'll see you soon. We've got lots of videos and vlog footage. It's not as easy now to edit all these long, crazy ass vlogs. I've been working on not cussing either. I've actually been praying about this, man. When all else fails, I'll try the praying thing, and it seems to work. If at least it connects you to your higher self, right? I think that we use things in life, whether it be drugs or addiction or cussing or whatever it may be, as a crutch to fulfill some psychological gap. We're trying to fill in these gaps or these holes in our boundaries. So we'll put something there, like a cuss word, or maybe we'll smoke a joint, or we'll do something like that. And I think that there's nothing wrong with doing things like having a couple drinks once in a while, but it's just when you do it in excess and it holds back your own evolution, that's where the problem lies. Cool, I've spoken enough, and I will see you very soon. Peace!